Architecture as an art of designing and constructing buildings has undergone various developments over the centuries. The history of designing buildings, just like other fields, for instance, medicine and industries, dates back to early ancient civilizations such as Egyptians, Sumerians, and the Greek. The architecture during these periods had two main objectives in mind. One was to consolidate security and power, and the other was to please the gods. They were built to inspire through the aesthetics aspect as well as carry out a particular public function, which could be some form of religious function, a political function, or a sporting event. For instance, the Colosseum in the Roman capital of Rome. As a result, these architectural designs involved the services of various artists and decorative craftsmen, as well as laborers. Recorded history may often relate to the Western civilizations. However, the local civilizations here in Africa have not been left behind. There have been existing architectural designs such as mud-walled rounded huts that are usually used to highlight a village setting of an African homestead. One other traditional signature design for a traditional African homestead is the thatched granaries, majorly for storing maize, sorghum, and at times wheat too. These traditional designs through the years have gone through various developments and upgrades to either make them strong or improve on their aesthetics. When trying to explain and understand how the art of architecture is constantly changing in the modern world, we decided to divide these forms of architecture into educational buildings, which involves designs meant for academic institutions, residential buildings that are meant to house people and their families, and medical buildings meant to provide health services. Educational institutions, for instance, may contain unique design features that are meant to provide a conducive environment for learning. For instance, while the use of staircases for climbing up and down a story building may be a major development due to their various different and beautiful styles, there was need to enable disabled persons to also move freely, hence the introduction and construction of ramps in the modern educational buildings. There is the aspect of constructing story buildings itself, which many view as saving up space on the compound for other buildings and other constructions for development purposes. Academic designs can be evidenced through tiled floors, whereby unlike traditional concrete and mud floors that would make sounds as one passed, they tend to reduce these noises, hence allowing quietness that is conducive for concentration. Walls may also be used to explain the change in architectural designs, such as the advancement from mud-walled huts, iron sheet walls to brick-walled designs. Currently, there is the use of glass on buildings, such as administration blocks where they house offices. This glass is meant to allow as much natural light in the building as possible. In terms of residential buildings, the concept is more of the same. This is because they aim at making the stay of the person more comfortable. Some of the designs include spiral staircases to reduce the steepness of climbing up a story building. Ramps too can be used to facilitate the same function, but a more aesthetic design may be that of the balcony. A balcony is an accessible structure extending from a building, especially outside a window. It can serve as a relaxation point of enjoying a cool breeze during a hot afternoon. The roofing of the buildings also comes into play. For instance, if the roofing is made of iron sheets or even a tiled roof, which could be an upgrade from the traditional thatched buildings. The designs of windows is also a major aspect when explaining residential buildings, as developments have been made to allow as much ventilation as can be through unique window designs. Finally, the issue of aesthetics comes into play in that there is the incorporation of fisherboards on the roofing styles of a building, together with gutters for conservation of water, which is a worldwide concern in terms of environment conservation. Medical buildings too may contain unique designs specifically meant to make the stay of patients and the work of medical personnel better. Walls of health institutions are normally painted blue or at times white. The white painting aspect is not only for beauty purposes but also to ensure maximum contrast, thus ensuring the best possible vision, since most of the patients who visit hospitals are visually impaired. Other designs apart from the walls may include the advanced techniques of providing ventilation, such as ventilation spaces on the walls. The designing of the beds is also aimed at making the patients comfortable. A unique structure can also be seen in the chemist area, allowing a physician to sort out the medicine accordingly. The laboratory too presents unique designs of the working area, where tests are carried out and drugs stored, ensuring there are no instances of test contamination. The reception area is also a warranted mention, a clearly spaced room, comfortable seats for patients awaiting the services. Well, constantly changing architectural designs cannot be explained without mentioning the materials required for their construction. Traditionally, the use of mud mixed with cow dung was the most used material, incorporated with sticks and logs. Various strives and improvements have been made, such as the use of bricks, which may be dried in the sun and then hardened by burning in a special structure. However, these bricks were later replaced by the use of concrete blocks, which have proved to be more effective due to their large size and ability to withstand adverse rainy conditions. A more formidable but rather expensive material for building walls is the use of stones, special strong kind of stones, which are carved to assume the shape of a brick. And the designs continue being invented and reinvented day by day.